That's why Catholic Voices can't just be a bunch of lawyers talking.
Right, exactly.
We need people from every profession, every walk of life, every experience, every background. And I would recommend to everybody in the audience, Austen Ivereigh, who is part of Catholic Voices UK and who trained us about a month ago in the Catholic Voices understanding of how to approach these issues, has written a really good book called How to Defend the Faith Without Raising Your Voice. And I would recommend that. And the idea of the book is, how do you engage people in these water cooler type conversations, or at the bar, or, at the ballpark, where at lunch, you just want to eat your lunch. You don't really want to get into a discussion about these, you don't want to have to think. You just want to do what you're trying to do. And he really sets up the framework of how you can see, like what Kim was saying, the positive intention. Like the people you're talking with, they really want to provide health for people. That's why they're going to school. That's why they're sacrificing other things that they could be doing. They're studying, they're spending money on their education. And knowing that when you enter a conversation with someone and being able to identify the positive intention between, what you see as a challenge to your faith, and maybe you feel like they're kind of picking a fight, I think it changes the frame of reference so that you can have a conversation with them that's not confrontational, that kind of mirrors back to them what they're saying, and then changes it. Like, I hear what you're saying, but here's the Catholic view of it, or here's my view informed by my Catholic faith. And I think, as is true in most parts of life, you'll never win a debate. You just won't, because people have emotional attachments in their own background. But if you try to relate to people and understand it from your perspective and share and show love, then those are the conversations that you may not win in that time, in that lunch, but they'll come back to you when they have another issue and something else comes up in the news, and they'll say, oh, I remember you were talking about that. What do you think about this issue? And it will open up a whole bunch of opportunities for you.
We have to know how to present these issues and talk about them. There's a great book right now called, besides Austen's book, which is wonderful and available right out there, called The Righteous Mind by Jonathan Haidt. And it talks very interestingly about how to convince other people, while we're hardwired to think about morality and to really kind of impose our morality in a sense, want to get it out there, we have an intuition about morality and we can't be convinced otherwise, and we want to convince other people. It talks about how to discuss this, and one of the rubrics that it uses is the rider and the elephant, and our moral intuitions are the elephant, and the rider on top is the argument that we use, and the rider's trying to steer the elephant, but really it's the elephant that's driving things, and you need to point to people's intuitions. I have a feeling that we're probably ready to get out there. Maybe we'll wrap it up now, and thank you so much for coming.
Thank you all. And yes, we also have that book, Jonathan Haidt's The Righteous Mind, is also out there as well. So we welcome you to come out and peruse the bookstore, enjoy some refreshments. Please come back and visit us. Check us out at cicdc.org, and you'll see right on the front of the homepage our HHS alert page. We have a Fortnight for Freedom action items and things, and more information about Catholic Voices, which I couldn't recommend more highly. So thank you all for joining us, Gail, Lauren, and Kim. And please join me in welcoming and thanking everyone.